A slip-up against our local rivals Antwerp and a pretty bad slip-up against Betis in our Europa Conference League means we drop down to second place in both of these positions, but we have qualified for the knockout rounds. Hello and welcome back to Rupel Boom or Bust. If you are new here and you're enjoying these videos, do please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well. Notification bell does a little thing where the videos will turn up into your video feed whenever a new one is released. So then, yes, second place in the Jupiler Pro League, second place in our Europa Conference group, but we have qualified for the first knockout round. We've actually played quite a lot of football since the last episode. We started off with a 3-0 victory against OHL, a 3-1 victory against Club Brugge, a 5-1 victory against Ferencváros, and then we lose against Antwerp, losing 3-1. That was kind of the key point in our season so far. We then beat Zulte Waregem. We lost 6-2 against Betis, which was not a very good performance at all. We got lucky to even score a goal, let alone two. And then we beat St. Truidens 5-2, 5-1, and then KV Mechelen was 5-2. It does mean that we are second place in the league, 1 point behind Genk. We are also second place in our group, but I think we're joint on top with Betis. We've both qualified, so yeah, we're not going to be seeing the Riga match today. Instead, we're going to have KV Mechelen, a team we've just beaten 5-2 away from home, and Oostende. We will obviously play the Riga game in this episode, but you're not going to see any of it, because basically, we should just smash them. Whilst we are talking about European football, something of interest I've spotted. Basically, obviously, we are second in our group. We have qualified. That's good to see. The problem is club coefficients. Now, 8th place is where Belgium currently reside. We currently get 7.5 points for this season, but we lose 11.5. We have to have a good season in Europe. And by we, I mean the Belgian sides. All of the Belgian sides who are currently in Europe need to do well in order to basically not make that cause too much of a problem. We're doing all right at the moment. 7.5 is good. We've obviously still got to play Riga, Genk, and Ghent, I think, are also still in the Europa Conference League. I'm hoping one of the other teams is also still in maybe the Europa League or even the Champions League. So, a bit of bad news on the Champions League front. We've got one Belgian side still in the competition, however they are sat bottom of the table, and that is Club Brugge. They've got one game left to play. They could, in theory, if they win that game, move into second place. So it's not the end of the world. If they finish where they currently are, that means they're going to drop out of Europe completely, which isn't good. If we then move to the Europa League, I think there is still STVV. Yes, STVV are in there alongside Arsenal, Spartak Moscow and Partizan. They are also within a chance of getting through to the next knockout round. So it could be good. We'll check after the Riga game just to see basically how everything lines up. And maybe we'll actually be in a decent enough position. The starting 11 then for the KV Mechelen game. Torres will be in goal. Jose Luis, Gabia, Sio and Antwi will be the back four. It's going to be La Rosa and Patino in the middle. Montero and Jerome Thomas will be our wingers. We'll come back to Jerome Thomas in just a minute. Bakayoko and Juarez will be our strikers. Jerome Thomas is going to be making his first appearance for the season. He's already played 24 games for us. I think most of them actually coming off the bench over the last 3 seasons or so. But yeah, Jerome Thomas, he's all right. He's Belgian. This is literally the only reason why he's playing. He's Belgian. We don't have enough Belgian players in our squad. We don't have a sub-goalkeeper because basically we don't have the Belgian options. So yeah, we're going to give Thomas a chance today. We have already dropped down from second place to third place before we've even kicked a ball as well because Club Brugge won their game, so they now move to the top of the table. I should be a bit concerned about the lack of Belgian footballers. However, at the end of this season, I think 3 of our normal starting 11 will become homegrown at the end of the season. So it's not going to be too much of a problem. We just have to kind of grind it out whilst we've got some injuries going on and things like that. And until we get to the end of the season, we're then going to have a whole bunch of Belgians turning up at our squad. We're going to get this ball down through Montero. 15 minutes on the clock. The Colombian's going to go off towards that left-hand side. I think he's Colombian. Might be Ecuadorian. He's gone for goal. It was actually not a terrible effort. Went for the opposite corner, but the keeper doesn't need to put a hand to that one. A few minutes later, we've got another chance. Jose Luis's throw. Bakayoko heads it back to Charlie Patino. Tries to shoot, but hits the first man, and Mechelen now can come forward with the ball. Simons loses out to Patino. Now Clinton Antwi back to Sio. He's going to go across to Matteo Gabbia. Both our central defenders, by the way, are wanted by pretty big clubs. One of them is only wanted by Standard Liège. The other is wanted by lots of teams in England. Simons is in on goal here, or Simmons. It's Torres to make a decent enough save. What really went on there? I think that was a misplaced pass, possibly from Gabbia. So a corner for KV Mechelen. We've just beaten them 5-2 about 4 days ago. So we should be able to just do the same again. Juarez is going to collect this and does so. Turns the Peruvian, I think is what he is. He gets tackled by Ali, wins himself a throw, and that is probably going to end the highlight. 25 minutes now. Luis with another chance from the throw. La Rosa, edge of the area to Patino. Back to Eliomar La Rosa. Patino with space. Takes a bit too long, and Jerome Thomas manages to pull the trigger. Luis to Bakayoko. What a ball that is from the fullback. I think Bakayoko was offside. He was offside, but that was a superb little pass from the Brazilian right back. Still not quite at half time, but KV Mechelen do have the ball. Acevedo with it, plays it forward. Mean Johansson, Simons is there, dodges the tackle, goes for goal. Torres with a spectacular save, and Gabbia just calmly passes it back to him. Is this highlight carrying on? Fernando has the ball. Mean Johansson, great name. Is he real? If that's a real name, that's amazing. Fernando gets it from the slide tackle. Smith, very Brazilian, Belgian name. Acevedo to Tuki, goes for a long range effort and goes just over the bar. We are getting dominated by KV Mechelen at the moment. We have yet to have a shot on target. Now we've had one, they've had 4 of their 7. Defensively, we are doing all right. Half-time, it is 0-0. I am going to have to give them a bit of a shout here. I'm going to thrash my arms. I'm far from pleased because we are not doing very well at all. Juarez and Bakayoko on 6-6s. It's the midfield that's the problem, the wingers in particular. So do we do a change? Taking off Jerome Thomas. Piazza's going to come on. Piazza I didn't start because he's been really bad as of late. So I didn't even want to basically even give him a chance. Montero's just dropped down to a 6-3. What is going on here? Torres then with a goal kick. 7-8 minutes into the second half. Gabbia's going to run. Jose Luis has space. Instead we've gone to the left with Piazza the substitute. He's going to get tackled, isn't he? Patino just about gets there first. Juarez back to Piazza. The Italian in the middle to La Rosa. Is he going to get past his man? Finds Piazza again. Back to La Rosa. Lovely through ball, and Suarez is there. But Suarez's effort goes just wide and it remains 0-0. If we don't win a game on camera this episode, that is 4 league matches on camera this season that we haven't won. Montero's on a 6.2. What is going on? Right, we're going to do Victor, the Icelandic. He's going to come on onto that right-hand side. Probably going to also do Faye coming on as well. Antwi with a free kick towards the back post. Victor is there. Piazza's going to hopefully control it. He does. Antwi needs this. He's dinked it in instead, and Sio's headed effort goes over. We're getting close. We are getting close, but not close enough. Bakayoko's coming off. Faye will be coming on. We've got 15 minutes to try and find a winner. And in that 15 minutes, it would be great if, a highlight happened. Doesn't look like it's going to. Fire them up. See if we can get anything. We've got 2 minutes left to play. It's going to be a 0-0 draw. This is not the result that we needed, particularly after we've just beaten them. Nothing's happened. Since we've done that final change, nothing happened at all. We pick up a point. We were not very good against KV Mechelen. What's happened here? That was not good enough. Also, Antwi's devastated, or demotivated, which is fair. Didier Montero needs a shouting at, because he wasn't very good. We're also going to shout a little bit at Bakayoko. Anyone else? No, it's just you two. Thrash arms, you're abysmal, both of you. Both of them motivated. Well, we are now third place then. 32 points on the board. Genk drawing with Oostende is actually surprising me. So Bruges stay top of the table after 15 matches. We're effectively at the halfway point now, aren't we? So it's Bruges, Genk, Rupel, Boom, and then 3 points down to Antwerp, Ghent, and Anderlecht. Arguably still kind of in this little battle for the top 4. We're now going to go forward to the other side of the Riga game. We'll probably come back literally on the Saturday or maybe the Sunday before the Oostende match, and we'll have a quick look at the Europa League stuff and the coefficients, because that interests me. I don't know whether it interests you. Right, as expected, we have beaten Riga 4-1 this time. Stedman, CO, Faye and Schemmer with the goals in this one. First half, we were garbage. We were actually 1-0 down. We scored all 4 goals into the second half. Anyway, we have qualified. We finished second place because Betis smashed Ferencváros 6-0. So, yeah, we basically finished second on goal difference, but we smashed the league. So, if we go up to the Champions League, I haven't seen this. I've seen it now. That's not ideal. So, Group E, Club Brugge finished bottom of their group, which means that's not good for Belgium as a whole. What happened in the Europa League? Did we get some Belgian sides going through? STVV did finish second. All teams finished on 6 points, but they finished second in their group. That's good to see. I think that is all of it in there. So, that's good news. We've got somebody into the next round. Europa Conference League, obviously, we finished second. Genk finished third, so they have not made it through. Ghent have won their group. So we've got 2 Belgian sides into the knockout rounds of the Europa Conference League, which means, coefficient-wise, then we've gone from 7.5 to 8.3, and there is obviously a chance to get plenty more points because we still have 3 teams who have to play at least 2 more matches, and if they win those, obviously that number will go up. If everything stays this way, though, Belgium as a nation will be dropping down to 10th place because Scotland and Switzerland currently will have more coefficient points next season. So, yeah, that is a worry. We need to hope that maybe the Swiss sides and the Scottish sides didn't get through their rounds. Anyway, we're going to go for now Oostende next up. This might be a long video. Right then, match number 2 of the episode. Oostende at home will be our opponents. It's going to be Torres in goal, Dehaney, Gabbia, Seo and Antwi as our back 4 today. It's going to be La Rosa and Patino in the middle. Schema and Juarez on the wings. Bakayoko and Faye are our strikers. I don't know why I keep dropping Faye, because he plays really well, he scores lots of goals, and then I just randomly go, I've had enough of you, and just drop him, stick him on the bench, put Juarez or Montero or somebody else up front, and then realise that we're not scoring any goals. So we're going to try Faye and Bakayoko up front today. It's going to be Andre, Stedman, Peters, Montero, Nize, Hazard and Piazza on the bench. And we've already got our 6 sort of 6 Belgian players. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's play. Let's win a league game. Let's win 1 league game on camera, at least in the first half of the season. I have actually realised, I don't know when the Europa Conference League draw is taking place. I assume it's someone in January, so we're not going to find out until maybe the next episode. But yeah, we do need to kind of win a game on camera. I think Club Brugge and Genk are playing now, and currently they are both drawing their game because they're only 1 point ahead of us. It's 20 minutes, still no highlights. 25 minutes and Schema's taken a corner. It's towards the front post and headed clear. Dehaney to Charlie Patino, back to Dehaney, the 2 Englishmen. Gabbia now, who has just signed a new contract, by the way, so Standard Liège, who wanted to sign him, they've backed away because he's going to cost a little bit more money. It's a great ball to Schema, hits his cross into the first man, and now Oostende can possibly get that ball clear. They do, but it's going to be controlled well by Dehaney. Coming back then, Patino back to Seo. Is this an actual highlight here? Because so far, I don't recall a shot taking place. Patino's got this in the centre circle to Juarez on the left, back to Charlie Patino. Gone all the way across to Schema. Lovely control from the Kosovan into the penalty area. Crosses it in. Faye is there. And Mohamed Faye has repaid my confidence in him by scoring a goal 26 minutes on the clock. 1-0 up against Oostende. That's good. Also, Ghent are losing their game. They're below us. I thought there was Genk. We moved to the top of the table again. Hubert with a goal kick with 5 minutes left of normal time to play. Seo heads it forward, but it's coming straight back towards us. Mutombo. Good name. I do like a Mutombo. Tribuzzi, possibly. He's running with the ball off towards the right-hand side. Has some support as well. Gyamfi into the penalty area. He's got 2 Rupel Boom players with him. His cross isn't very good and the Mexican Torres can hold on. So what are we going to do then? He's kicked it long, because of course he has. Over the halfway line. Faye flicks his head down to Bakayoko. The Peruvian Juarez on that left-hand side. Cuts inside, keeps going, goes for goal. It's not the best effort from the winger. Straight into the hands of Hubert. And it stays 1-1 then at half-time. So that Mohamed Faye goal is the only thing that separates us. I'm going to say you've played well so far, but there's room for improvement. You can see what happens when we suddenly get a winger playing well. We just play better as a side, don't we? Antwi's on a 7. Schema's on a 7-1. Faye on a 7-2. Going to do no changes at the break. I am kind of looking at La Rosa maybe to bring him off because he's our lowest performer. Antwi's cross comes in. It's not the best cross, or is it the best cross? Because it's found Faye. Faye's effort straight into the hands of the keeper. We are just 3 minutes into the second half and we've already had a shot. 3 more minutes, or 5 more minutes maybe. Schema has this ball. Plays it back to Matteo Gabbia. Seo has acres of space, because of course he does. He's a centre-back. It's very rare they get marked. Over the top. What a ball that is for Bakayoko. His effort is garbage. Straight into the hands of Hubert once again. We should probably have a couple of goals by now. Right, substitution time. Bakayoko off. Montero on. We're going to also do this Patino sub for Breck Peden Hazard. Eden Hazard's going to come on. Hazard, by the way, has extended his contract for another season because he's played 6 games now. I think he needed to play 5 in order to extend it. So yeah, he's just come on for another appearance. I've just realised, did I put him as the box-to-box? No, okay, he's the DLP. Right, we're also going to do ourselves another change. What? I don't even know what we do. Stedman on? No, we don't do Stedman on. We've got La Rosa playing badly. Peters is going to come on. How is he 3.5 star? Breck Peters is actually getting really good for some reason. Also, apparently Palmer wants to sign him, which I'm not too keen on. Breck Peters steps up with a free kick in a very good location. The 5'2" central midfielder comes off the bench, curls that one into the top corner. It's 2-0 against Oostende, 80 minutes played. This is surely 3 points in the bag, and we've actually won a league game on camera. See, we can do it. There's still time for, obviously, Oostende to come back into this. 84 minutes and 20 seconds. Torres to Antwi on that left-hand side. He's going to run in the middle, plays it forward. Didier Montero gets that. Down the right is Schemmer if he wants to use him. Instead, Montero's just going to run it himself. Fair enough. Montero plays it finally to Schemmer. He's gone for a shot. Hubert's save is questionable, to say the least, but the ball is cleared for a throw. Hazard's come on and he's getting a 6.5. Montero's on a 6.6. Wasn't really the best substitutions from us, but we've managed to pick up the 3 points thanks to Mohamed Faye and a free kick from Breck Peters. 3 points in the bag, back to the top of the league. Club Bruges drew with Beerschot. Genk drew with Standard Liège. Arguably, that's a very good weekend of football for us. 16 games in, so one more game and we would have played absolutely everybody in the league. But 16 games in, top of the pile. Just 1 point separates us between Club Bruges and Genk. But I'm not sure how we're top of the table, but we're doing all right. Long may it continue. So, UEFA Europa Conference League draw will take place tomorrow. So we're going to go do that in this episode, and maybe this might decide who we're going to be playing in our next episode. Honestly, I think I love this competition, because this is not your standard Champions League where you know the sides you're going to get. This isn't your Europa League where you've got a fairly good idea of the sides you're going to get. This is the Europa Conference League, where we have Astana from Kazakhstan. We've got Belenenses, Dinamo Kiev. We've got Galatasaray, Levski Sofia, Bate Borisov, Besiktas, Fenerbahce, Jablonec from Czech Republic, Luzern from Switzerland, Malmo, Rapid Wien, Rupel Boom, Schalke, Slovan Bratislava, Spartak Moscow. There are some lovely sides in there. I would like to play Astana. I think that's the one I want to go for. Or maybe Borisov, Bate Borisov. Schalke will play Luzern. That's good, because that's Switzerland. Dinamo Kiev will be playing Jablonec, Spartak Moscow, Rapid Wien, Galatasaray. Okay, that's not ideal, is it? That's certainly not ideal. Was there another Belgian side? I feel like there was another Belgian side in this. Was there not? Did they not get through? They did get through, but the winners of the group go into the next knockout round. Right, okay, so Ghent did come through, which is fine, and we won't find out who they're going to play for a while yet. So we have Galatasaray. That is going to be tough. And that is not going to be the next episode. In fact, the next episode is possibly going to be maybe Ghent and Vasslan Beveren. We've played Vasslan Beveren so many times on camera, don't we? I'm sure we do. Maybe we do Ghent and Genk, and we just kind of skip over the Vasslan Beveren game. We've obviously got a January transfer window going on as well. There is a bit of business taking place, mainly players leaving, but yeah, there might be some new names joining the club as well. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ding the notification bell, add all the comments in the world. I'll try and reply to them. And yeah, next episode, we're going to be doing a little bit of league action, and then probably the one after that, back to the Europa Conference League, where we have to play the big boys of Turkey, Galatasaray. I'll see you next time.